Good habits, they say, are difficult to build, but the bad ones come very easily. Well, that's because bad habits are formed when we choose to do nothing about them. To get nothing, all you need to do is nothing. It is that simple. And yes, that's the formula for failure, just in case some ask you. Do nothing. Whereas success has just one major principle, knowing your competence and being disciplined about building it up. You don't have to do much. Your results will be visible for all to see. In case you do not know, discipline attracts success and idleness attracts failure. If you're not getting the results you desire, if you're not attracting the wealth you crave, then it's high time to inculcate the right successful habits that will make you wealthy, such as have your life plan out. A lot of people overlook the need for adequate planning. They plan for every area of their life: academics, jobs, family, etc. But only a few people make all of these plans with their finance in mind. If you don't plan your life, you end up achieving nothing. Do not go through the stress of building for nothing. So, whatever you are building, build with the goal of living a financially free life. For example, don't go to school to earn a degree without having a proper plan of how you want your degree to help you earn. The mistake many people make is that they believe general assumptions without checking if these assumptions fit into their own personal life. So, start by planning your year with every aspect of your life in view. Break the yearly plan into monthly goals and then into weekly engagements, and finally daily must-do. Don't pressure yourself, but also make sure you don't pamper yourself into procrastination. Invest in personal development. The place of personal investment cannot be overemphasized. If you must be successful, you must constantly invest in yourself. To grow, you must constantly develop yourself in your area of specialization. Don't relax with the previous knowledge. What you knew yesterday may have become outdated by today. The world is constantly advancing. Advance with it. The people who are benefiting from the current evolution in the world today are those who are constantly evolving with the world. What are you waiting for? Take that course, buy that book, read that blog, watch that channel, travel to that city. Do it the way you like it, but just make sure you are learning. Earn before you spend. The earlier you learn this key principle, the better for you. Never spend when you have not started earning. You may want to ask, how do I survive? The answer is simple. Learn the act of multiplying the penny you receive as grants until you have enough to save again. Don't be the one always crying to meet people for their help. Learn the strategy of starting with little. When you can start with little, managing much won't be a difficult task. So the next time someone gifts you $1 for ice cream, throw the money in your small saving box or account. Not taking ice cream won't cost you your life after all. Live beyond your means. This is one rule the rich always obey that the poor man fails to understand. Don't live within your means until you can afford that lifestyle without working for the next 10 to 15 years, or you have even attained a level of financial freedom. When you have an increase in income, don't increase your expenditure except if the previous expenditure does not totally meet your daily needs. Note the word is need and not want. Stop spending money on things you don't need. If you keep doing that, you may soon start putting off your valuables for sale to meet up with daily expenses. Create multiple sources of income. Creating multiple streams of income is a key success habit everyone must develop. You have an increase in income, save and invest. Start up a new business that can generate income for you and your family. You don't want to lose your job today and fall back to nothing because you have no backup plan. Think of sustainable business ideas that can generate passive income while you are still at your main job. Don't make the mistake many people make. They do not think about emergencies. So, once they get a well-paying job, they live their lives forgetting that they are not the owner of the business. It doesn't matter how much you earn working as an employee. You must never miss the opportunity of being your boss when you have one. Stay in your circle of competence. This is amazingly true. Develop the habit of focus. You cannot do everything, and that is okay. Never in a bid to impress others, destabilize your focus. Focus is key if you want to be wealthy. Again, remind yourself that you do not have to do everything. Diversify your investment portfolio, but make sure it is within your sphere of competence. Don't overstretch yourself by trying to build focus in a place where you are not competent. You may end up wasting time and not getting the desired result at the end of the day. Wealthy people understand this rule and they live by it. Leverage relationship. Don't hang around those who only feed on you or benefit from you. Have a balanced ratio of those who depend on you and those who depend on and benefit from. The winning strategy at this point is this: you can't always be there for yourself. When you have challenges, have people you can fall back to. Create a network that can stand the test of time. Nevertheless, learn to create time for yourself. Have your own space, maintain a level of privacy, but never be a loner. The journey to being wealthy is a journey sustained by network. Don't be too proud of what you currently have, and don't be slack as well. Let this quote be your motivation. The friend of 5 wealthy men is the 6th wealthy man. It is just a matter of time. You may not have the physical cash yet, but the right association has a way of reshaping our perspective and amplifying opportunities. Be positive. Negativity has a way of making you lose the motivation to pursue your dream. If you ever want to be wealthy, cut off all negative vibes and push yourself to the next level by being positive. As much as you can, try to maintain a positive attitude even when your investment plans are not going as you expect them to go. Negativity can breed fear, and fear is not a viable tool in this venture. Be optimistic and full of energy. Many of the renowned millionaires of our time had left what others may have considered to be valuable for the plan they have built and prepared their minds for. Initial attempts may fail, but with a continuous push and positivity, they eventually hit their goal. Eat healthily. Food is important. Your diet is important. It is. If your eating habit is poor, you may end up having challenges with your health. Trust me, you don't want to spend your fortune trying to manage ill health conditions. So, while you make out to read and work, ensure to make out time to eat healthily. Remember our first key, planning. Likewise, plan for food. Developing healthy eating habits is important. You won't know how maintaining a proper diet is important to making wealth until you begin to suffer from diseases that are a result of the deficiency of a particular vitamin in the body. Exercise regularly. Exercise is a medicine for the brain. Never, in an attempt to eat healthily, eat yourself to obesity. Don't eat more than your body can handle. Take routine exercises to keep fit. This will not just help your body stay in shape, but also help facilitate your ability to reason fast and sound. Don't be so preoccupied with work that you forget to make out time to keep up with this routine. A healthy body works wonders. Remember the common saying, health is wealth. Learn to have enough sleep. The saying, early to bed, early to rise, can be modified to sleep when you need to and work when you need to. The common belief that the rich hardly sleep, sold out by motivational speakers, is an easy route to helping your brains get damaged. Your body was not designed to stay awake 24 hours, 7 days round the clock. The goal is to work hard and work smart also. So, sleep when you need to and don't bask in the euphoria of the lie that wealthy people do not sleep. Sleep, wake up early, work. The beauty of accumulating wealth is living to enjoy it in its fullness. It is not enough to learn the success habits that can make you wealthy. Learning how to sustain wealth is also important. This brings us to the conclusion that putting these habits in place does not end the day you think you have achieved the level of influence you want. They must be lifetime habits. Incorporate them into your lifestyle. These are important in the journey to wealth creation and also in sustaining wealth. Now that you have learned this, what next step are you going to take? Thanks for watching.